How goes the family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you guys are having a great and exceptional day. It's another beautiful day to be alive. So hey, if you're tuning in, as I always say, do the great three free things, like, subscribe. That's all I always ask for, and go from there. All right. So today's title is "You Can't Afford to Take Risks with Dollar Menu People." We've seen a lot of things transpire over the last couple of weeks in various different aspects in various different ways. And I remember there's a lot of cool people I grew up with. A lot of them turned out to be great, and a lot of them turned out to be losers, specifically the people that I hung out with in high school. So when I talk about these subject matter, specifically getting into the case of Jonathan Majors, talking about Freaknik, it resonates with me and it resonates with a lot of people, because a lot of times it's in a sense that your past coming back to haunt you, or it's dealing with a situation with the company that you keep. And that's why I'm a big fan of not even really having a circle, just having one or two people that I can call like you're my genuine friend, and then having that individual, then having individuals that I consider to be associates and whatnot, acquaintances, whatever phrases that you want to use, but people that you have in your life, but you keep them at arm's length, you keep them at a distance, because especially in today's world, it is so freaking easy, so easy to get caught up in nonsense. And a lot of times people, everybody can't happen to me. I'm too careful. I'm usually very careful. I'm usually very good at judge, of character. I'm a great judge of character when it comes to dealing with other people. But a lot of times that's just nonsense. We got to be realistic. We have to say, hey, this, in order for me to remain successful and to go up in other levels of success, whether it's your career, whether it's business, whatever have you, one needs to definitely take into consideration of the company that they keep. And that's just something that we all have to, like, even myself. I always consider myself, I'm like the CIA. Everybody's guilty until proven innocent. I've always said that. Now, if I'm dealing with you online, it's a different story. People that I'm dealing with face to face and whatnot, if I see any craziness, whether female, woman, or child, whatever the case may be, it's like seeing a loose dog, and that dog is being hostile and aggressive before it even gets close to you. You need to be figuring out a way to either defend yourself from that animal, or you need to figure out a way to just get away from the animal. On today's society, well, really, that's how people have always been in society. It's easy to just say in 2023. I would just say it's just to the fifth power in 2023. That's one thing we have to take into consideration. It is definitely to the fifth power when it comes to dealing with individuals, because you just never know. Just never know when people are going to go out of the way to do you wrong. That's just what it is. You just never know if you're wrong. And John, because this is actually what makes it even sadder and worse, in my personal opinion, because it's alleged allegations. Like, I remember I thought when he got in trouble for calling the police, they heard her, she recanted, and I'm not making it long. People can look this information up, go from there. But it was a sad situation. That's number one. And two, it may be worse, and people who actually get hurt. You know, it makes it even worse for people that go through situations and for people who actually are battered, you know, men who get hurt and actually have to deal with these certain situations on a regular basis. You know, people that have to live on the streets, move to other states, move to other countries to get away from their people that are committing actual physical violence to them on a regular basis. Okay. That is just one thing that I know that alleged allegations towards Jonathan Majors. He's also, once this came up, he already started to lose jobs and whatnot. At it. They've been worse. Okay? The effects it's gotten even worse. Okay. Due to these allegations, and then, like I said, it is very sad given the fact that, you know, after Creed 3, because like I didn't know who Jonathan Majors was until Creed 3 because I'm not an anime guy. I know he's been in a bunch of anime. I like really if you didn't see Creed 3, watch it. It was a real life movie, realistic movie, my kind of movie. But Jonathan Majors has been fired from his management and PR team with the events that took place. On April 18th, media source Deadline reported that Jonathan Majors has been excluded from the up-and-coming Man in My Basement, a movie by Protagonist Pictures. And that's what makes it even worse. You know, that's what makes it even worse, you know, because he's losing up-and-coming roles. Because the thing is, you have to remember, I remember Morris Chestnut made this statement when he was being interviewed by Bill Bellamy. Said because he does real estate on the side, which is smart. So he has a tangible asset, makes money off of, gets great tax write-off. So it's a beautiful thing. But I remember more Chestnut says that actor, remember, constantly out of work, you're constantly looking for a job. It's not clear. And when you actor scores either a series of movies like in the Marvel space, the Marvel DC comic space, I know that there's usually a multitude of movies that they make about these specific characters that these people play, or you're on a television show. So you're on a television show, and you know, and obviously, if you get a great example, you know, they are on a show that's had, I think it's in their third or fourth season right now. So they've had a regular job reoccurring over and over again. You know, it's just like comedians. They stay on the road, but then a lot of times they end up getting a job or a television show, or they'll star in a movie. Wild 'N Out is another great example where you see DC Young Fly, the 85 South show. They got a guaranteed job working on Wild 'N Out. They've been on there for a long time, but then they build up their own show known as the 85 South show, one of the biggest shows ever. And then another thing is they take their show on the road. So that's three sources of income that I know of, because I'm not trying to pocket watch anybody, but I'm just using them as a great example. That's three sources of income that the show have that I know of. And I'm sure that there's much more. I'm sure the merchandise that they sell, I think they just created their own app. So there's so many things they have going on because they know being in the entertainment business. Now, I don't know what Jonathan Major is outside of. I hope, because this is the real reason why I'm talking about this. I hope that he has some economic, tangible assets outside of just acting. I know he did some modeling. I know he's done a multitude of other things, but I'm hoping that things happening at the same time, because if not, this puts him in a situation to where, you know, he might be economically screwed. There was a movie that came out. I forgot the name of it because I'm not, but one of the characters, he had the same situation happen with a woman who he used to date, and then she said that he sexually harassed her. True or not, I don't know. Because if it's true, I'm not going to ever sexually harassing any woman. That's not right. But if it's false and the allegations were made up due to somebody being angry at somebody, a woman being angry at them, do that, you make the true allegations, the true cases, you make those women, and you make everybody else second guess those women when you lie about those situations. That is just one thing to take into consideration. But actor stardom, he faces not only a possible legal punishment, but also uh, a nosedive in his career, basically. Because Jonathan Majors rose obviously to quick stardom, and he shot the span of 2 years when viewers expressed their liking towards He Who Remains, played by the Majors in Marvel series. The other version of the character, Kang, the Conqueror, was equally appreciated by the audience all at the same time. But his career has been, basically done a 360, and it's resulted in a long-term management upping. Representation matters, obviously, when you're in Hollywood. So this is another crazy thing. This is another sad thing that to me it just proves. It just proves that another way to be, you could have it all and it could just be taken away from you just like that. It really can be. Let me take a swig of water. I implore all the young guys, you all to do your best. I implore you all to do your best to have back plans, have contingency plans, because you just never know where this life is going to take you and how things could end up and how you can end up getting screwed. If a medical issue happens, it's like, unfortunately what happened to that Buffalo Bills player, but I know he's making but we just, like everything in this life involves and ensure that you have the right insurance plan, so you plan. I don't like to think of death this way, but we live in America, so though like people in Jonathan Majors situation. But if, like I said, the allegations, because I know more allegations have come up, claiming that he's um, done some sort of act. This is all allegedly, but I'm not putting out any false information. But that's just what it is. So that's why I have to, I implore everybody to take this as serious as they can. Okay, I really implore people to take this as serious as they can. So I leave it at that. All right, so situation that I'm going to be talking about today, next / last one. Freaknik is all over the place. Everybody's talking about Freaknik. I can't wait to see. Personally, I can't wait to see this documentary just so I can see what the hype is about. Apparently, there's a lawsuit going on now. If you don't know what Freaknik is basically there was a party on the outside. A lot of people had, people were dancing and crazy, and then there was a part of Freaknik where, you actually had to pay to see this performance, so there was quote unquote more secure atmosphere and things of that nature. Okay. Now let me Jesus Christ, stuff never wants to work with it. Hulu lawsuit. There it is. So 3 days ago, a lawsuit was filed to block Hulu's documentary. And now this makes me laugh because now I'm no lawyer, but I'm just going to put this. especially in today's world. Now, I know that there was footage taken on video cassette tapes and whatnot, and they've compiled this footage and to make their documentary on Hulu. However, last time I checked, usually when something is filmed on a public in a just like days people record that happens on phones because everybody's got a camera nowadays. That's the issue because it wasn't in the privacy of your own home. It wasn't in a public bathroom, but it's really outside in a public setting where any and everybody can walk by. It's one thing if somebody's recording you in your bedroom or in your hotel room, because that's a great example. Even if you go to somebody's Airbnb, there's an expectation of privacy. It's not and whatnot. There's an expectation of privacy. But when you're out on the street, young lady out the street, they're gonna get credit. Then you don't want people to see this information or this video when you get older. Then don't be out on the street dancing and acting crazy in public. You remember when that's 11 times, employers are not going to want to hire you when they see this stuff. A lot of employers have gotten smarter. That's what I said. Be careful what you put out in the social media world. They've gotten smarter. They're checking people's social media profile, especially if you're in law enforcement, if you're working for a government agency, federal, local. Are you an ethical person? They don't care how many degrees you have, how many skills do you experience you have, personal. That's just something it happened since 1983, and it was a community picnic inspired until all meets all at the same time and people having a great time. So Black Salute now have fun, and they've been working on the documentary for the event specifically. And I believe the documentary started within the documentary. The time frame starts in 1999. The iteration doesn't start in the 80s, and things of that nature. But apparently, people have filed a lawsuit against Hulu in regards to this, and they don't want this documentary to be released. And I just see what legal precedents are going to have. But like I said, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not a lawyer, but a group of 5 prominent Black women, including a politician, 3 high-level business professionals, and a judge, have reportedly sued Hulu to block the release of the documentary. The plaintiffs argued that the release of the documentary would be damaging to their image. They allege that they appeared in archival footage of the 1994 iteration of the Night Festival, which is a folk documentary particularly iconic. Furthermore, the footage would be detrimental to their current endeavors. One of the plaintiffs claims it would show her in an unflattering light. I can't even say that with a straight face. I'm sorry. An unflattering light. Furthermore, she claims she has already had to take steps to shield the that and because for obvious reasons, for privacy reasons. In the 24 film have since been done. This is the article's words, not mine. However, does their case stand a chance? The short answer is possibly. Their case will revolve around consent regarding the Despite this valid argument, it's hard that a judge will rule if it goes through the system. Now, Hulu has been handed an extra hurdle on their next big documentary, however, made by the plaintiff. Now, number one, Hulu is a big corporation. So, regardless how prominent these individuals are, I'm not going to call them. The article said, not my words, but I wish them luck in their endeavors. I don't want anybody to be embarrassed, but a lot of times it's as your mistakes. Nobody's perfect. That's that. No one's perfect. However, one thing I do need to say with all sincerity that who you engage with at any age can have specific like makes. And I understand that, especially if you're a wife, grandma, somebody's aunt, sister, whatever have you, you don't want people to see you in that specific light that you displayed when you were in 20s and whatnot. And then people do out in public. It was getting recorded. It wasn't as much as it is nowadays. Like everything's being, recorded when somebody does something out in public. Like that. That's why King crazy in Los Angeles. They, citizens South Central Los Angeles. It's like the only difference is it was recorded. And the thing is with like people say that stuff like this has happened all over the country in various different other places. The only difference is this was being recorded by the video camera. Video cameras back then were way more expensive compared to now, and not everybody had a cell phone and the cameras. So that's just another thing to take into consideration. But long story short, when you have caviar dreams, don't hang out with dollar menu minded people. And my mindset is if you guys were you're such prominent business people and politicians now, did you have those? And if you, then why did you go to Freaknik and shake your butt and do sexual explicit stuff on a public street? I can't answer that question. Why did you do that on the public? Hey, what's up, King, man? How you doing, man? I hope everything is good down there with you, brother. Thanks for the support as always. Thank you. Greatly appreciate that. Don't hit the like button, brother. But yeah, it's like, don't get mad that you're going to be exposed. And because here's the thing, this is especially for the politician, be who you are. That's one thing is, be who you're supposed to be. Whether you like Donald Trump or you don't like Donald Trump, I don't get into the political nonsense. Respect people that are real, whether I agree with what they believe or not. When you're real with me, the one thing I love about New York is that they're the most realest people in the country, if not the planet. They're going to be straight up with you and tell it like it is. They're not going to sugarcoat it. They're not going to speak around the issue. I love straightforward people. I'm a straightforward person. I don't dance around an issue. So something to say, especially as a grown man, I'm going to tap dance around it. Like a lot of times people think when I'm speaking that I'm saying something that I'm not saying, like I'm saying the sky is blue, but they really think I'm saying, no, you're cool. If I really think you were an idiot or a fool, I'm just going to say you're an idiot. You're a fool. I did ask people, ask friends of mine. I'm going to be real with it. I don't have time to play games, especially the older I get, the less I want to, hold my tongue. I'm just going to keep it real. Now, I'll be respectful about it, but I'm going to be straight up with you. That's just what it is. But anyways, at the end of the day, in close to the politician and the business people, if you win your case, great. But unless there's a legal clause I don't know about, like I said, the article says possibly they might have merit, but if this was done on a public street, I don't see how your privacy issues come into play. Now, this was done in a hotel bedroom, then that's a different story. But this was done on a public street. That's all I can say. So to the future, to my 20-something teens, if you really want to have goals and aspirations to be in top tier, now if you want to have an OnlyFans page and and have that. Think of that. If you know in the future that you want to have a prominent corporate job, you want to own your own business, you want to be a politician, I suggest you with I said it was, and I suggest you if you go out and have a good time in public, do it in a respectable, classy manner. I really can't put it any other way. Do it in a respectful, classy manner. Because if you don't, it will catch up with you and bite you in the butt. And another thing, Jonathan Majors, be to death. But if your life gets back on track, stay away from dollar menu people. Because they're be with female Hollywood, you're doing your thing, and this is to just be a man and be straight up with it and tell them, hey, this is not an exclusive relationship. The one thing I respect about Michael B. Jordan right now is Harvey's wife. I think they were going to get married. I don't know all the particulars because I don't care about celebrities like that. Now he's focused. He's got my man's about the business. The video I made beforehand said young men that are on the rise need to stay focused and on their grind. They may invest in their money and enhancing themselves in regards to being business and that you're around all at the same time. Because if the people are not on the same level playing field mentally, then stay away from them. I don't care how fun they are. Those are the main ones that get you killed, you locked up, or have you put in a poorhouse. Especially the young men. If there's a female out there, I don't care how good she looks. If she ain't about nothing, stay away from her. Period. Looks, beauty fades, dumb is forever. I always quote that quote from Judge Judy. And the same thing with the females. I don't care how good a guy looks. I don't care how much of a thug he is and how you love how masculine, overly masculine he was. Because women, naturally that's an attraction that women have to masculine men. But the overly masculine out in the streets, shooting up the block, robbing people, having 1,000 babies. Stay away from those men. That's all I can say about that. I don't care how cute they are. I don't care how nice I don't care how cool, how on top of their game they are with their mouthpiece. If they economic piece ain't on top, and if they keeping the top, and if they're not about talking skill set, just bedroom, stay the heck from. They can't talk nothing outside of sports, video games, and sex. The men too, stay away from women. They can't talk about that I'm with except for sex and about kids. Stay away from them. For the men, for the women that want to build. For the people who want to be basic and don't want to be exceptional, do what you do. You want to have goals and aspirations outside of just being a good parent and a good spouse. So, subscribe. Have a great day. And as I always say, make moves, family, or you're going to live broke like a fool. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry for the technical issues. Still working out. I got a new computer, but every now and then I still have some touch got to work out. But on that note, family, hopefully you guys have a great day. And I'm out. Take care and be blessed and stay safe because the world is getting crazier and crazier. But the only ones who are going to survive are the ones who are not only making money moves, but the ones that are going to survive are the ones who are looking out for the right people and have the right people looking out for them. Take care. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you're having a great day. If you've been watching Larry's Anything Goes programming, you know that we are not only providing great financial intelligence content as much as possible by interviewing other financial professionals, professionals in the travel industry, real estate industry, etc., and so forth, but we provide various services when it comes to specific products that we sell, from anything that you would actually find on Amazon or actually at Walmart, etc., and so forth. And we are actually providing specific products due to today's current crisis and whatnot to ensure that we provide the right services and products that you need at a reasonable price when it comes to medical face masks, when it comes to hand sanitizer, and when it comes to latex gloves and things of that nature, and etc. and so forth, toilet paper, paper towels. But we have what you need. Also, family, don't forget that Larry's Anything Goes is a part of an affiliate marketing network known as Gold Standard Partners, where you have the opportunity to buy cryptocurrency and allow others to invest with you as becoming an affiliate marketing partner. And obviously, if they purchase a package with the program, you're able to make money off their package purchases and make money off of their crypto purchases and things of that nature. If you want to join, please follow the links in the description, and I'll give you a call as soon as you sign up and purchase a package, and we'll go from there. But definitely, it's all about the best way to make money moves is to have currency with one another and to ensure that currency is always being spoken of on all levels so it benefits everyone and not just one specific person. That's a lot of things that people forget about. So think about joining the program and we'll be able to go from there. But if not, either way, it's always appreciated. And thank you for watching. And hopefully you guys have a great day and continuously make money moves so you don't live broke like a fool. Take care. As you can see, with our various products, we have our financial apparel, as you see, wearing There's Anything Goes t-shirt, Financial Intelligence is Sexy, face masks, latex gloves, things of that nature, to obviously ensure the safety of you and your family all at the same time. We want to ensure that you get the best products and see the actual products that we're actually providing for you, and giving you another view of not only the shirts and the medical masks, but actually another view of actual latex gloves and the actual hand sanitizer. Because one thing we've learned throughout this unfortunate crisis is that we have to take more precautionary measures to ensure not only the safety for ourselves, but for our families. And having a great pair of hand sanitizers, latex gloves, and medical face masks will ensure that safety. And with all that being said, hopefully you guys will check out our online store. We have the various products that you see here. With a couple of clicks, especially if you're paying via PayPal, it makes life that much easier for you to purchase our various products, especially during this unfortunate situation. You see the apparel from Larry's Anything Goes. We have the medical products when it comes to hand sanitizer, latex gloves, medical face masks, things of that nature, and various other products. So please check out Larry's Anything Goes. Support small local businesses. We greatly appreciate it, and hopefully that you have a good day.
Mike, now. Mike, now.